Saturday and I decided that I need to take a look in the freezer and see what we need to get rid of. And one of the things I came across was some nice little pork cutlets. Been in there for a while, so time to cook them up, throw them on some charcoal on the Weber Smokey Mountain. So it's Saturday and decided that it's time to dig through the freezer and see what we got. So there's these wonderful little pork cutlets and these look awesome. So I thought, let's cook them up, see what we can make happen today. Smeared those up with a little bit of yellow mustard, and we're gonna put some honey bacon barbecue rub from Meat Church on these guys. Get a little coating there. Oh yeah, that looks good. Let's flip those guys over. Mustard on side number 2. Liberally coated. Oh yeah, that's looking good. And here we go with the rub. Nice coating of rub to give some good flavor all the way through. Let's flip those guys over. And get the other side as well. All right, we're gonna let them sit for a little while. We're gonna start up the fire and get this guy going. Got some lump charcoal here. We're just gonna throw a bunch of that into the chimney. And that's gonna be kind of our start. There we go, that should be enough. I'm gonna bring that guy out. This is what I use to get it started. It's my turkey cooker. So just use that to get it started. You don't have to mess with any kind of lighter fluid, which I don't like, or any of the other options. There's that 18-inch Weber Smokey Mountain that we're gonna cook on today. There we go, got the fire going underneath there. That's gonna start to ash over in a few minutes. Got the charcoal ready to go. There's some little chunks of apple in there. That's gonna be nice with pork. You can see here we got a good fire going to get those started. Starting to see a little gray along that. So those have ashed over nicely. What we're gonna do now is just grab them and we're just gonna drop them right in there. That'll get the rest of our charcoal going. We'll just adjust this. This is going to need to be all the way open to get started, as well as each of those. Plenty of airflow to get it started, and now we're going to choke it down a little bit when we need to. Okay, temperature's starting to climb. We're going to aim to get this up into the smoke zone. You can see that there's a lot of smoke coming through here. Right now it's a little bit of a dirty smoke, and that'll clean up a little bit as the heat builds. Check it out here. Our temperature is climbing. Looks like we're about 175. You can see we got some good smoke coming out of there. Humming right along. I've actually got a target temperature that I want to get to, and I don't know if anybody can guess what that target temperature might be. There might be a clue somewhere around here on what we're aiming for. Keep an eye on the temperature with the Inkbird. This goes inside and goes through this grommet. I just laid it right on the top surface there, so we can go back inside the house and keep an eye on that. Looks like we're getting close. 191, about another 25 degrees. So what I'm going to do is start closing these guys down. See, I'm just kind of leaving a small little amount, in each one of the three. Just barely open. That's going to slow down the heat as it chokes down the amount of oxygen. Going to leave that top one all the way open. And this is going to slow it down and allow us to kind of maintain it right at that 225 number. Yep, there you go. Winner's winner chicken dinner for those of you that paid attention. These guys are looking good, starting to sweat out a little bit. We've got that mustard and the Meat Church rub on there. 221, yep, that works. I don't think we can get much closer. So we're gonna take the lid off here. And drop these guys right on. We know exactly what the grill grate temperature is because we've got that thermometer just sitting right on top. So put the lid back on, let those guys just keep on cooking. So when you're using a smoker like the Weber Smokey Mountain, you're finding that it's really important to manage your temperatures, and that's really done by the airflow. So Weber Smokey Mountain is great once you get it dialed in. You do have to play with it a little bit to figure it out, to know how to get it adjusted, and to use those dials to be able to make sure you can achieve your temperatures and maintain. So I've got a 14-inch, an 18-inch, and a big guy, the 22-inch Weber Smokey Mountain. Temps are looking pretty good here, right where we want them to be. Oh yeah, this is going to be some good stuff. So we're getting pretty close to temperature on here. What we're going to do now is just do a little saucing on these guys. So this is my favorite little combination, which is some Sweet Baby Ray's. I put in a little bit of a Thai Kitchen, I think the brand is here. This is a red chili sauce, and I picked that up at Costco a long time ago. Not sure really when, but it has a nice little kick to it, so I really enjoy that. And then thin it out with some apple juice. So we're going to let these guys go for about another 20 minutes with the sauce on it. So this should be good. We'll check back in just a couple minutes. Pulled it out at 140, so that way it was cooked all the way through, but didn't overcook it. Here's where I landed on this one. I think it was good, but I don't think it was great. The smoke that it took on looks pretty good. You can see this little ring here on the edge, so it did take on some good smoke. It wasn't juicy, and I think that's partially because it's a longer cook with a thinner piece of pork. I could definitely taste the smoke, and the wood smoke, I think, from the apple was good. I like the spices on it, I like the rub, I like the sauce that we put on it, but just not real juicy. Next time what I would probably do is just cook it at a higher temp. Maybe instead of at the 225, I would kick this up to around 300, do a quicker cook on it, and basically just cook it for dinner. If you like what I'm doing here, please give me a like on the video, and if you'd consider subscribing. Always read the comments, so if you have any comments, any ideas, please drop them down at the bottom. So don't watch too many videos. Why don't you go out in your backyard and cook something great today?